Hello, hello. It's day 8 of our 7 days of Pilates. Today's class, after yesterday's stretchy class, is a full body workout. So we're going to hit the abdominals, a little bit of hips, a little bit of upper body as well. Okay, so we're going to start on our backs. Lying down. Good, good. And you want to bend your knees and bring your feet on the floor. So hip bones, knees and ankles in line. Just relax the shoulders into the floor. And we're just going to start with a little bit of gentle movement here. So let's just do a nice pelvic tilt, rocking the pelvis forwards and backwards. And I want you to really overarch the spine as you roll the hip bones away. And then as you tuck your tail under and connect your lower back to the mat, try not to squeeze from the bum, but really think about kind of sinking, drawing the belly down towards the floor. And as you deepen that connection with the lower back to the mat, you should feel a little light abdominal work going on, okay? And we're going to roll away. And we're going to connect to the mat. And arching the spine. And coming back to that connection, finding that gentle abdominal work. Brilliant. Now float your legs up one at a time. Good. Knees together, feet together, and let's bring our palms to our knees here. You're going to breathe out, and as you do, I want you to press your palms into your knees and your knees into your hands. And you're going to feel the abs switch on there as you do that. Take a breath in. Breathing out, press again. Palms into your knees, knees into your palms. Inhale. And exhale, press. Lovely. Take a breath in. Last one. Find that abdominal connection. Lovely. And lower the arms all the way to the mat. So I want you to think about how that felt. Keep the back of the ribs connected to the floor, and let's tap one toe down towards the mat. Breathe out to draw the knee back up. Inhale to tap the opposite knee. Exhale, lift. So we're hinging at the hip here. The work is coming from the hip, all right? So what you're trying to avoid is just this. If you're just dropping your foot down, we're not challenging the abdominals. I want you to reach that leg away. Exhale, bring it back up. Rib cage is staying gently drawn in, and the back of the ribs and the spine is connected to the mat. Last two. Good. And last one here. Bring the knees together. Interlace your fingers and bring your hands behind your head. We're coming into our single leg stretch. So you're going to breathe out, lift the head, and extend one leg away. Inhale to lower back down. Breathing out, head and shoulders lift off of the floor and lower. Exhale, lift. And bring it back. Now, if you find it too challenging doing this with the head and shoulder lift, you can still do it, keeping the head down, and just do the single leg stretch. You're still going to feel the work in the abdominals. Okay? If you're coming up for that lift, I want you to try and get the shoulder blades off of the mat every time. Let's do one more. And hold. Hold it here. We're going to come into our crisscross. I want you to do a small twist so you're looking just past that bent knee. And then switch legs as you rotate over to the other side. And switch. Good. Now, the rotation is coming from the rib cage, not from your arms, not just from your head. Everything's moving together. And it's a small movement. So you're trying not to rock from side to side like a boat. It's just a gentle rotate. Last one here. And bring the knees in, Drop the head down. Lovely. Okay, from here, I want you to bring both feet down to the floor. Now, first option, we can just do our chest lift here. We're lifting our head, lifting our shoulders, looking between our knees, keeping our bum, tailbone down on the mat. And taking it back to the floor. And again, breathing out to come up. Elbows stay wide. And lower. Good. 2 more here. Inhale to bring it back. Last one like this. Good. Now you can continue with just the chest lift or bring your knees and feet together. As you breathe out and lift the head and shoulders, this time I want you to raise the knees. Slowly lower everything back down with control, tapping the toes. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower down. And bringing it up. And lower. Let's do one more here. Lovely. Bring the feet down, drop the head, and extend the legs away. Very nice. Okay, into our roll up. So let's take the arms overhead. Legs are straight, toes are pointed, your legs are your anchor. They're heavily connected to the floor here. I want you to raise your arms, lifting your head at the same time, and start to slowly roll up, lifting the spine off of the floor, reaching forward past your toes. Now as you reach away, I want you to draw the belly back, really curving the spine. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, slowly start to roll back down towards the mat. You're scooping the bum under. You're keeping that lovely roundness of the spine as you lower all the way back down to the floor and taking the arms back. Good. So connect through the rib cage before you begin. Breathing in to lift the arms, lift the head. Use the breath out to power you up and forward. Lovely. And breathing out. Slowly rolling back. Relax the shoulders. Get that lower back down. Mid back. And taking the arms overhead. Last one here. Arms and head lift as you roll up and forward. Good. And sitting all the way up tall. Bring your hands behind your head. We're going into our spine twist now. So legs remain straight as you bring out the spine, looking towards the feet and twist. Good. We're going to add a little pulse. So it's like a little double twist. Amazing. Now everybody flex their feet, toes towards your nose. And I want your feet to remain nice and still. The movement's just coming from here, not from the bum. Okay. Last 2. And last 1. Lovely. Take the arms up towards the ceiling and circle them down and round. Brilliant. Okay, come over onto your side. Knees are bent. I want your heels in line with your bum. Now bring your elbow underneath your shoulder so you're nicely supported here. So we're going to start with our clams, heels together here. Keep squeezing the heels together. Now lift your rib cage. You feel a little bit of work through the obliques and you're connected through the shoulder. We're going to open that top knee and close it down. And open. Good. So keep that connection through the heels. So you're activating all the way up to the bum. Ribs are drawn in. So try not to stick the belly out while we're doing this. Good. Last 2 here. Brilliant. And last 1. Now we're going to get into the upper body a little bit here. So pressing into the forearm, into the palm. Press the knees into the floor. I want you to pick the bum up off of the mat. Feel the obliques working. Feel that shoulder working and slowly lower down. And again, squeeze the knees together, lift the bum, and take it down. Now this isn't particularly easy, so if you are finding it challenging, it is hard. You're relying on your upper body, your shoulders to support you. Good. We'll do one more like this. And lift. Take it down. We're going to do an add-on. It's optional. As you come up, we're going to do the clam. And lower. So still working that shoulder. Also getting into the glutes. And lift. Nice. 2 more. Lovely. And last one. Brilliant. Push yourself up into your mermaid leg position. Reach your arms wide, and we're just going to take a nice little twist here. Oof. Nice opener across the hip, twisting out the spine. Lovely. And turn and face forward. All right. You might need to adjust yourself a little bit here. You might need to come back onto the mat because you're going to push yourself up onto your knees, reach your hands back, opening up across the chest. And with control, lower yourself down, reach the arms forward. And again, pressing the hands back, squeezing the glutes, sending the hip bones forward, and lowering down. So you're working into the bum a little bit here, into the hips. Good. 3 more. Now, if your knees don't like this, you might want to put a cushion or something like that, or roll the mat up a bit and pop that underneath your knees for a little bit more comfort. Last one. Good. Sitting back down on your bum. Now, take your arms wide. Without dropping your arms, can you switch your legs over to the other way? Very nice. Okay, so we're going to reverse everything we just did. We're going to come straight up into those knee lifts, squeezing the glutes, and dropping back down. Nice. And lift. Good. Last 2 here. And last one. Sitting back down, opening the arms out. We'll go for that lovely spine twist. Ooh, can't get as far this side. And back to me. One more. Reaching, keeping the arms wide. Facing forward. Brilliant. Drop the arms down. And we're going to lie down on the opposite side. So up on your elbow again, knees are bent, heels in line with your bum. Bring your elbow back so it's in line with your body too. Okay, so into your clam to start with. Press into your elbow and forearm. Roll that shoulder back. So we're nice and supported here. There's none of this slouching going on. So squeeze the heels together, open the top knee and close. Good. And open. Nice. Lovely. Good. So keep that connection through the heels. Working all the way up to the glute. Last 2. And last one. Okay, into that bottom lift. Squeeze the knees together. Press into the elbow, forearm to lift the bum. And take it down. And squeeze the inner thighs and lift. Lovely. So a lot of work going on everywhere here. Shoulder, obliques, inner thighs. Let's take it up to the next stage, opening up the hip and lowering down. So lifting the knee as you press up and lower. Good. And last one here. Press up, open the knee and lower everything back down. Excellent. Push yourself up. Let's go for a little side bend. And sitting up nice and tall. Fabulous. Okay, come over on all fours. Finish with a little bit of everything working. Hands and knees, tuck your toes under. In fact, I'm going to come forward a little bit. So pressing into the hands, pressing into the toes. I want you to hover your knees off of the floor just an inch or two. Okay, draw the rib cage in, lift the belly, lift the back of the head here. Get the neck working. Lower the knees down. Lovely. And again, breathing out, pressing into the hands, pressing into the toes to lift up, keeping the arms straight. And gently draw the shoulders back to really feel that support through the shoulders. Amazing. Drop the bum down, drop the knees down. Okay, we'll go for an extension. Pressing into the hands, hover the knees, hold. Take one leg back. Take the other leg back into your front support. Extend out of the heels, out of the top of the head. Draw that belly in and up. Good. Hover one knee in. Hover the other one in. And lower the knees down. Woo, how was that? Can you do another one? Okay, press into the hands, press into the feet, into that hover, pick up the back of the head. No lazy long head happening here. Pick up the back of the head, extend one leg back, and the other one. Nice. So shoulders are working here. Draw the rib cage in, gently lift the belly button, feel the core working. Extend out of the heels. All right, I'm feeling this now. Bring one knee in and the other one. Drop the knees down. Ooh, and sit back on your heels for a lovely stretch. Dropping the head, walking the hands forward. Very well done. And walk your hands towards your knees. Float your arms up towards the ceiling and circle down and round. Well done. That was a challenging one. Working everything. I definitely felt that one today. And I feel really good for it. Join me tomorrow for day 9.